Okay, my name's Dylan. Right now I'm sitting on the edge of Wicklow Head, on the east coast of Ireland, looking out towards the Irish Sea. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's Sunday the 9th of March 2008. The reason I wanted to come here to read these two pieces is because I wrote them here in July 2006, so almost 2 years ago. It's probably my favourite spot here. I spent 6 years living in Wicklow when I went to secondary school, which is the US equivalent of high school. So it's somewhere I'd come quite often. I live in Dublin now, so it's much rarer that I get to come here. Okay, so there's two parts to this. Part 1, Wicklow Head. After work today, I decided to cycle straight instead of turning right towards my house. I cycled just out of the town to my favourite spot, the lighthouses on Wicklow Head. I made my way past the danger, no entry sign, only to look down to the sea and see two men fishing in my usual spot, a quiet outlet at the bottom of the cliffs, surrounded by water, with a view of Wicklow Bay north towards Bray. Disappointed that my routine was disturbed, I walked the opposite way to find somewhere else to sit and write. Once again, venturing over a fence past the dangerous cliffs no entry sign. I think we use those in Ireland to keep tourists away from the best spots. I walked along the side of the cliff a bit, and saw the lighthouse from a new angle for the first time. I saw there were carved steps around the back of it, leading to a nice secluded perch on top of a cliff. I walked a little more to get a better view. Suddenly, from behind several jagged rocks, a gently layered slope appeared, edging downwards towards the sea. It was perfect. Here I sit, with a view south, the Irish Sea to my left and below me, and curving sharply outward in front of me, a series of dark and mysterious sea caves in the cliffs. My spot is nicely sheltered from the wind at my back. Echoes of bird calls resonate from within the cliffs in an amazing yet eerie cacophony of squawks and excited choruses of screams. A dozen or so seagulls nestle a few metres below, wary of my presence. Sometimes the only way we develop and move on is when circumstances unexpectedly change and force us to. But surely this little discovery emphasises that it's best to explore the new circumstances rather than lamenting the old. Part 2, the lighthouse. It's a building that has always fascinated me. I learn something new about it every time I come here. Where I used to just see a roof and a back passage, I can now see 5 windows and a whitewashed canvas and a weathered red wooden door with the paint cracking, the only dash of colour. To its right, a strange square tower, more modernly built. On the edge is the lighthouse, the only working of the 3. It reminds me of those cylindrical building blocks I played with as a child. Again, it's decorated with elaborate red railings at the top of a white body. I can see the entrance of the sea cave jetting in at the base of the rocks where these are built. A narrow carved pathway, eroded over time, barely distinguishable from the stone, curves sidewardly downward until I can no longer see it. I wonder if there are secret passages under it. I'm always fascinated by the triangular tall walled garden at the other side of the house. It has recently been landscaped, yet the wall seems at least 100 years old. There's something so magic about old walled gardens. A disused chimney tower is a prominent feature in this one. There's nothing in it though, I checked. Today I saw a garden hose there, and a couple of dirty white plastic chairs, which reminded me of Elizabeth Bishop's poem, Filling Station. Somebody waters these plants, uses this furniture. Yet this is the mystery. I've never seen anyone inside the house. The gates further up at the road are always locked. When I looked in the window I saw stacks of faded books. Who lives here? I often think that I would like to live there, amongst the seagulls and the 2 young fishermen. I wonder how you would get the job as the lighthouse keeper. Would there be an interview? Who would you contact? Can you decide which lighthouse you want to live in? This would be ideal for me. I could live here with a friend or 2. I wonder and daydream about these things every time I come here. I don't know if I actually want them to come true. It's just nice to have somewhere to go and daydream. And then the sun goes down and it starts to get dark and I need to find my way back. So I forget what I was thinking about until I come again, and then I do it all over again. I think that's why I like it.